Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your boy Al, and thank you as always for tapping in and tuning in to the TICKR APPAREL YouTube page. I appreciate all the love and support. So, just real quick, the mission of TICKR APPAREL is to close the wealth gap in the United States through crypto assets and dope apparel and fashion. Never been done before, and we're super excited about the mission going forward. And so, just to show you guys real quick, of course, I got to take you to the website so y'all can see what's going on. I can make that a little bit bigger. Cool. So this is the TICKR APPAREL website. I'm currently rocking the red tee. That's the TICKR TSLA off the grid premium t-shirt. And I can do a close up on that. But the cool thing about the website, guys, and what we're doing and the goal and the mission that we're on is that with every purchase on this website, right now we just got 4 premium tees, but we're gonna have more coming. And you guys can see the ticker right down here at the bottom, the TSLA. If you go put that in any Yahoo Finance, you know what company is gonna come up. And then we got the premium embroidery across the chest, TICKR APPAREL. Just a beautifully designed and made t-shirt. It's got a jersey kind of feel. It's 2 slits on the sides. You guys can't really see that there, but just an amazing t-shirt. But even beyond the premium quality of the actual t-shirt, I think it's an eyelash of mine. So yeah, beyond the premium quality of the t-shirt, what we're doing is with every purchase, 10% of the gross purchase is going to come back to you in the form of Satoshis. I'm going to say that again. 10% of the gross price of the your purchase is going to come back to you in Satoshis, which are fractal Bitcoins. And of course, Bitcoin is the gold standard of the crypto space. It is the 800-pound elephant in the room. And so we'll eventually venture out to other coins, but we're starting with Bitcoin. The way you receive your Satoshis when you make the purchase, guys, it's really important you listen to this. So when you make the purchase, when you enter in your confirmation email, please make sure you enter in the right email, because you're going to receive a link from me to claim your Satoshis. And now you may be thinking, okay, if I come on here and spend $150, 10% of that is $15. That's not a game-changing amount of money. If that's what you're thinking, you're looking at it all wrong. This is over a period of time, and then we're talking about compounded interest, right? So if you invested $1,000 in Bitcoin 10, 12 years ago, you'd be a multi-millionaire right now. That's how much Bitcoin has grown. And so the average American spends roughly, I think it's like $175, $200 on clothes every month. You multiply that times 12, 200 times 12, that's $240. That same $240 you were spending a month 10 years ago, had you just had TICKR been around then and you received Satoshis, then at that particular point, you'd probably have a couple of $100,000, if not over $1 million, just depending on, if you didn't sell and you held the entire time. Now, I want to be clear about something. I'm not guaranteeing that that's what's going to be the case going forward. I'm just trying to show you guys the potential of getting in this hyper growth market early. The beauty of cryptocurrencies and these tokens is that they're easily transferable. Unlike any other asset that's ever existed, it's not been as easily transferable. Gold, if you have a gold bar or gold coins, they're easily transferable, but it's not easy to access. Your car, your stock portfolio, your home, these assets are not extremely easy to transfer. You have to have some documentation in place first. With cryptocurrency, it's almost like Cash App, right? I can send you money via Cash App and you receive it instantaneously. Versus, now the thing about cash is, you guys know money loses its purchasing power over time due to inflation. So cash is not a good asset to hold, because what your parents could take $10,000 and do 50 years ago, you can't buy the same thing today for 50 with the same money, because it's going to purchase less. So, but with cryptocurrency, we have an opportunity to be in a hyper growth market where we're able to make investing in these assets and tie it into the consumer experience of purchasing where you're getting these rewards back. And we're going to create a community around it, because I also understand that you guys can get it and be like, okay, so now what do I do with it? So we'll be having conversations. So look for either the Telegram or Discord group coming pretty soon so you guys can get tapped in there. But this is super exciting of what's happening for the first time. I believe as a minority group, Black people specifically, have a real opportunity to be able to pull ourselves up by bootstraps that we can create without any bureaucracy and red tape from biases and prejudice and just outright racism sometimes that could keep us from having a seat at the table. So I'm super excited about this. I hope you guys are excited about the mission of TICKR Apparel. I always had to break that down at the beginning because everybody who comes to the page is like, okay, what's it about? So that's what it's about. So, all right, so we'll go ahead and get into, well, before we get into the topic of the day, just real quick, guys, this is edutainment, as YouTube likes to refer to it. So I am not giving you financial advice. Please do your own due diligence in everything that you hear. I'm not suggesting that you buy or sell any specific token or NFT or anything like that. But I understand as a citizen of the YouTube community, you scour YouTube for internet. It's the second largest search engine next to Google. So you're on here looking for stuff. You're on here wanting to know about the new iPhone or iPad if you're thinking about purchasing it. So I realize you're here. You're considering, okay, what's this particular token about, or what's this particular coin about? And so I'm going to share with you guys some information that's publicly and readily available to you, and then give you my thoughts and opinion on it. But again, those are just thoughts and opinions of mine. Not suggesting you buy or sell anything. So, okay, let me stop sharing my screen here and then share the other screen. All right, cool. So you guys should be able to see this. So if you have Coinbase, which I do, just for you guys, if you don't know what Coinbase is, I was looking at my notes over here. I thought I had put this down. Okay, I guess I did. If you don't know what Coinbase is essentially, think of it as the New York Stock Exchange of cryptocurrency. It is it's probably the leading cryptocurrency exchange here in the United States. There are a few, but I'm only aware there's one that's publicly traded, and that's Coinbase. And so right now in the crypto space, the gold standard, at least in the US, because Coinbase is regulated, they had to go through everything to be a publicly traded company. So they're supposed to have all their ducks in a row from a legal and compliance perspective. So when you get listed on Coinbase, typically it's a pretty big deal. So I want to, do a segment where we talk about what's new on Coinbase and what I think about what's new on Coinbase. So I came across this coin, not sure exactly the date it got listed, or came across this project, I should say. QuantStamp. Very interesting project. And one thing I like about it, I'm pulling up my phone here trying to go to my Coinbase account. One thing I really like about this is, number one, it has a relatively low market cap. So this could potentially be one of these coins if it goes to the moon. Like right now, the market cap is 46.6 million. Like in the crypto world, a moderate market cap is in the billions. So if it goes up 10x, so if you have $10,000 and it goes 10x, then that's what, 100 grand, and then another 10x is $1 million. So to get a $10,000 to $1 million, you got to get a 100x. The question is, can this potentially 100x? And we're about to go into it. Preliminary thoughts on it is that, at least from what I read before I got on here with you guys, it possibly can. It's very interesting, the service that they offer. So there's a few things, guys, when you get into these coins and you do fundamental research. So you got the technical analysis with all coins, but in all projects, as you see, the up and down movement on the charts. But the crypto space is so much different than the stock market because you got EBITDA, you got price to sales, PE ratios. There's various ways that you can measure the profitability of the company, whether it's a valuable investment for you and your risk tolerance. And so, it's pretty straightforward. With these projects, it's much, much different. They aren't graded on that curve, at least not at the moment. And so for a traditionalist, this stuff gets kind of hard to wrap your head around. You really have to look at the fundamentals and when I say fundamentals in this instance, there's two primary things I kind of look at. It's what problem is it solving, which is still kind of in the world we live in now. You start a business, like, what problem are you solving? TICKR APPAREL is solving the problem of the wealth gap in the United States. This is solving a security issue around smart contracts, which is really important because, people get hacked. You don't want to invest 10,000, and you can go on YouTube and look at these videos, like people getting hacked. It happened in Coinbase in the early days. So this guy got a phishing text message. He clicked the link. Somebody then logs into his Coinbase account. This guy had like $1 million worth of crypto assets. They transfer out like $600,000, $700,000 to different wallets. And because crypto is a sovereign, you have to think of a digital wallet as almost like a physical wallet. Like, if you lose cash out of your wallet, unless a good Samaritan comes along and gives it to some customer, if you lost it in a store and they go into the store and give it to the customer service desk and you go and ask for it, that's the only way you can get the cash back. If you just drop some cash out of your pocket in the parking lot, there's a good chance that cash is going to be gone and nobody's giving it back. That's how the crypto world works. You got this stuff in the wallet. If somebody hits you for it, if you lose it out your wallet, you send it to the wrong person, whatever the case may be, it's difficult, at least right now, because we're still early. I think they'll work on kind of reversing or updating that. But right now, if you get hit up for it or you lose it, man, it's just gone. So let me see if I can make my screen change the. Okay, cool. So we're on the About You page about QuantStamp. And so we're going to read about it and see what kind of problem they're solving. So, okay, let me go back. I told y'all there was two things I was looking for. Again, what problem are they solving? And then who's involved? Who's backing this? Who have they worked with that's helped legitimize them as a project? That's what you kind of look at. Sometimes there's venture capital funds that are in there. You look at the other crypto projects that they've worked with that may have been around for a period of time. That helps legitimize the use case from an investment perspective, or at least from an investment standpoint, it helps, build up investor confidence. And those are kind of the two things. There are probably a couple of other things that you could break down, but those are kind of the two things that I look at. And if they've raised any money, how much money, the venture capitalists and investors have put into it. Because typically the way this stuff works, it's kind of like stocks a little bit in terms of, if they raise money from venture capitalists, they'll get some locked up tokens. And so as it comes on Coinbase, just like a stock would, these venture capitalists already have a certain amount of coins. And so as we start getting involved, then, the coins go up. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into it. Read what's happening. About QuantStamp. QuantStamp is the leader in blockchain security, having performed over 200 audits and secured over 200 billion in value. Our mission is to facilitate the mainstream adoption of blockchain technology through our security and risk assessment services. That's big. I told you, security is going to be it's going to be a multi-billion, probably a multi-trillion dollar market in this metaverse crypto NFT world. Let's read a little bit further. QuantStamp services include securing layer 1 blockchains. We'll do another video on layer 1 blockchain. Layer 1 blockchains such as Ethereum 2.0 and Binance Smart Chain, securing smart contracts powered by NFTs and DeFi applications such as Maker, NBA Top Shot, and developing financial primitives for layer one blockchain ecosystems. Enterprise companies and NGOs, I don't know what an NGO is, guys. Be honest with you, got to look that up. Such as Siemens, Toyota, and World Economic Forum also trust QuantStamp to secure their blockchain implementations. We secure the assets in your digital nation. This is huge. Some of these names, they work with the NBA. Maker is a huge coin. They work with Ethereum, Binance Chain. So, and then you can go down here from DeFi collectibles and digital real estate. From DeFi collectibles to digital real estate, NFTs are changing how we think about digital ownership. QuantStamp is proud to have secured most of the valuable projects in the NFT space. Beeple is huge. Beeple had a NFT auction through Christie. I think they secured or sold for the most amount of money of any NFT. I think it was like 69 million or something crazy. And then you got the NBA Top Shot again, Axie Infinity, which is a metaverse gaming platform. I don't know what Zora is or Super Rare, and I'm not sure of this one as well. But the fact that they listed them, I'm assuming they're pretty big, but I have to look into them a little bit more. And then they're going in here. DeFi is enhancing traditional finance by enabling faster settlement, access to global liquidity, and applications that were previously impossible. We work with DeFi applications that are building the infrastructure for the financial systems of tomorrow. So these are big players in the space. All these guys listed, you probably, if you're in the crypto space, you know Polygon, Keeper DAO. I'm not sure if I heard of Keeper DAO, but I know Compound, Sushi, Curve, Maker. Not that familiar with Reflexor, but all this stuff is huge, guys. And we can go on, and they're laying out everything that they've been involved with, which is, incredibly impressive and important, and that's what you want to see. So right now, I find this to be intriguing. The coin or the token right now is getting absolutely slammed. I'm looking at my Coinbase on my phone, and again, the market cap currently is 46.6 million. There's about 2.4 million in volume being traded and exchanged. I guess this is probably on a daily basis. There's a 68.3% buy trading activity in this coin versus 31.7% sell activity according to Coinbase. And the popularity is the 137th coin on Coinbase currently. Again, guys, let me see. The past year performance is actually just up 3% over the past year, which is lousy returns for crypto. Crypto investors want those huge gains. These coins that are outside the top 10, all crypto is super risky. Once you get outside the top 10, you're dancing in some dangerous waters. But again, when I look at what they've done, who they work with, what they're working on, some of these projects, all this stuff. I mean, they work with Toyota, like Cardano, Beeple, World Economic Forum, Solana, ETH, Ethereum, Compound. I mean, all this stuff is a really, really, really huge deal. I thought there was another screen that talked about who else was involved, but I guess I may have been looking at another new on Coinbase. So you guys see 8 billion plus has been lost due to, and they lay out the use case here. We provide verification that your blockchain system works as intended. So it's important. A lot of people are hopping into this space. They're creating these blockchains and different systems on Web3 in order to prepare them for the oncoming commerce and interaction that's going to take place on the blockchain, right? But you got to have some security. You got to have this stuff tested to make sure you're on the right page and you're not exposing your organization or your customers to any vulnerable hacks or to have their information taken. And this is what they're talking about. Blockchain and smart contracts are vulnerable to hacks. 8 billion plus have been lost due to vulnerabilities and exploits. Let QuantStamp identify vulnerabilities and exploit. So that was pretty straightforward. We could probably fish around for some more stuff, but that's really kind of the gist of this one. And that's at $46 million. Again, I think I may have mentioned to you guys, I believe that we're still, the bubble is still kind of being burst or popped. During a bear market, this could be one of these longer term plays. And now there may be other, I'm certain there's going to be other projects that come in this space, but they've seemed to have put themselves in a position and worked with some very credible other projects already, as well as, traditional companies in the real world who are venturing into the space. So they just recently listed on Coinbase. Again, the market cap is like 46 million. Let me see. They got 713.8 million circulating coins. If this drops below like 10 million, I don't know if we're in the bear market, it's going to continue to fall. If it falls, a lot below this, which it could, I'm looking at it now, and like in 20, so it's currently 6 cents. In May of 2020, this was a penny. It got up as high as like 12 cents back in April of 2021, and then it's kind of been hovering down where it is. I didn't see that they had like a Discord group or anything. I think that would be good. I'll try to check that out and see if I can find something. Maybe I'll do a part 2 to this and elaborate on it. But just reading it, understanding the fundamentals and what they're saying, there are a lot of the reason a lot of people aren't coming to the space and faster than they are is because of this security issue. And if they are able, if their solution is to help with the security issue and identify this for these projects and various customers and companies as they enter the blockchain, crypto, DeFi space, then that's going to be a massive, massive, huge opportunity. And so I think this is definitely one to keep your eye on. Again, this is edutainment. I'm not telling you to buy it or sell it or do anything with it other than just let's keep our eyes on it. If I buy it, I'll say that I bought some. Right now, it's only like 6 cents. So most of us could buy quite a few of them, right? But again, it's just important to I always kind of search the new on Coinbase. And so if they hang around and the service they provide, it just looks good. I like it. I like what I'm hearing so far. I don't like the price performance of it, but I like what I'm hearing. Of course, a lot of the big money and institutional money is going to flock to the top 10. So, yeah, man, QuantStamp. It's an interesting project, and they seem to be providing a very viable and necessary solution that the crypto, blockchain, DeFi, NFT industry needs in order to continue to build momentum and confidence and expand and grow. And so let's keep our eyes on QuantStamp, guys. If you found something valuable in this video, and I'm sure that you did, please hit the like button and the subscribe button and the notification bell while you're at it. I appreciate that. It costs you absolutely nothing to do. Also share this with a friend and family member. We're doing something special over here at TICKR Apparel, closing the wealth gap in a very unique way. It's never been done before. So I appreciate the love and support. Again, you guys make sure you go visit TICKRApparel.com. Go pick up your premium t-shirt today. Actually, go ahead and buy one of all 4 t-shirts. You receive your Satoshis within 2 to 3 business days from the purchase. Please allow time for shipping. Post office is working as hard as they can. There's a lot of packages being ordered online these days. So, the good people, they're doing the best work they can. So let's be patient, guys. Again, I appreciate the love and support. As always, it's your boy Al.